and immediately Wesley went a4.
Oh, that was a mistake. I see what went wrong. I was thinking the queen. Well, like, how did the queen get there? Because the queen was so good on d7.
It wasn't me, I promise.
But he wanted to stop queen takes e5. So that's why he played it. Maybe he missed the move a4.
Right, because the point, everybody, is if b takes a4, the bishop goes to c4 now. We just showed you why the queen can't take. Queen e7 is check and mate. And there's a huge threat. Let's say you make a random move like a5. Well, bishop b5 check is lights out, but bishop takes f7 does the trick. The queen takes the bishop. We were just talking about the importance of the queen's placement. Queen d8 is check and mate. So all sorts of sacrifices here, and I'm worried for Nihal. Look at these last moves. He went bishop c6 to defend the pawn, and then bishop g3 quickly played by Wesley, going after e5. This bishop is a bit loose on c6, b5 under attack. The trajectory of this game is going Wesley's favor.
You know what changed? Probably Nihal was thinking that bishop on h4 could never go away because it has to create the mating threats with queen e7 or queen d8. But the bishop on g3, it would allow queen e7 if the bishop were still on b7. And black would love to trade queens. But here queen e7 drops the bishop on c6, which was just put there by Nihal. So that's why the position changed, and Wesley changed his strategy. The first strategy was to attack b5, try to get the bishop on f1 in the game. Now the strategy is take e5 and chase black's queen around again. You know, queen went to c7. After bishop b5, they'll have to go to d7. Not exactly what he wants or what he's going for. So yeah, this is getting sharp. This is no longer so easy.
And Wesley just shook off that hand. He's like, ooh, I'm on fire right now, going after the e5 pawn. But even single moves here are difficult. He played rook g6, allowing queen h8. Wesley plays that quickly. And if king goes to e7, I'm already looking at bishop takes e5. You're getting after that king. This bishop can come to d3 at some point to attack the rook. I feel like Nihal really might be more likely to lose this game than to win it.
I don't know if I'd go so far yet, but yeah, getting low on time with your king in the center. Black can't check the white king, so white's king is for the moment safe. This is scary stuff.
In fact, what do you do here? Because if you take on g4, it's already bishop takes e5 with queen f6 or bishop f6 as a threat.
I actually don't know what you do. To me, like, the first move that comes to mind is rook to e6 because it defends e5, but then bishop h4 is coming.
Oh my gosh, and bishop
f5,
f5?
Queen f8. I mean, your king is getting surrounded by the bishops, which that bishop on f1, we said, if it's not in the game, white has no chance. But it's getting into the game now.
He should have played e4. That was clear. But now he's in big trouble. He's 40 seconds left. Does Nihal Sarin? He cannot afford to lose this game. And Fabi, you said rook e6 looks the most natural. I think another maybe f2, just throw away the pawn, distract white's pieces. The bishop needed to stay on this diagonal to cover f1, so it can't take on g6. But Nihal now down to 25 seconds. He's an amazing bullet player. But with 1 minute 18 seconds, it feels like Wesley So is now in control.
Yeah, the problem with f2 is that not only do you have to calculate bishop h4 check, and your king is potentially getting under attack, and he does play it, so he might have calculated that, but also after bishop takes f2, you have to play e4 and then bishop c5 check. So many checks from both sides of the boards that you have to calculate, and 19 seconds, not easy, but if anyone can do it, it is Nihal, who can try to, you know, get through the labyrinth of variations in this position.
He can't play f6 as queen h7 is checked to the king and the rook over here. The bishop still covers. And when he gets king d6 out in the open.
After queen to f8, which looks like the most natural move, does he want to go to d5? Is that really it?
King of the hill style. I think the king goes there, and there's not a single good check for white.
Yeah, any check will lose material, but still, if you ever get to that king, and Wesley didn't go for it, he took the pawn, also makes a lot of sense because the problem for black is e4 no longer works. Bishop to g3 check would win the queen.
That's right. Queen f8 check now available. The queen can block to e7, so you can get away with that. The rook, it protects that queen, which is very important, but this queen can go from f8 to b8 and so on. Maybe there's at least a draw by repetition for Wesley in this position.
I think that Wesley can get a draw if he wants. At this point, Nihal will be happy with the draw. But does Wesley want more? I mean, look at Nihal's time. Like, if I were in Wesley's position, I would already think, I need to win this game. I might even think my position is objectively winning. Because you never know. Black's king could get checkmated. We see that the position is level. It's a draw. But I would try to either flag Nihal or checkmate him.
1 second. Oh my gosh, he got the move with the 1 second remaining. Queen b8 check, queen c7. So Wesley can make a draw here if he wants it.
He has bishop c5 check.
Wait, bishop h4?
What was rook e7?
Isn't bishop h4 just winning material on the spot?
What was that move?
Oh my god, I think Nihal's playing for a win, but he's really playing for a loss here. And Wesley down to 15 seconds himself. He plays bishop f5. He cuts this king off. b4 and bishop c5 would be checkmate. But now b4 en passant. Don't forget about that rule. So it's queen h6. Oh my gosh, queen d2.
Queen d2 is checkmate. King c4, you're not escaping.
No, you're not. Queen d3.
d3.
He just got himself checkmated. It's mate.
Oh my god.
And c4.
c4, king b4, queen c3 is checkmate. King a2, queen a3 is checkmate. It's game over.
it's just checkmate, and Wesley So finds it, and he goes up 2 points in this final. He claps his hand. You see the smile on his face. Wesley So, in staring down defeat, he escapes not just with a half point, with a full point, and he now is in charge here in the championship match. Fabiano, that was as shocking gets.
To me, that is